Hi there. I am going to talk about lesson 9 today. So I've opened up my hub. I'm in lesson 9. I'm going to make the screen a little bit bigger. So lesson 9 is about making inferences in reading. So you made some predictions in the last lesson. This one is about inferences, which means guesses. Kind of read between the lines you might have heard. So just like a doctor asks you questions, and then he or she has to make a guess as to what the problem might be. Mechanics do that all the time, right? From the noises that they hear from the car, police officer based on evidence and circumstances. So now you're going to do the same thing. Here's some vocabulary, and you can check that out by clicking there for Quizlet. So I made some vocabulary questions here, or vocabulary. So inference, you might say, what the heck is inference? Ah, look at that. There's the picture. So you click on it. There's symptoms. What are symptoms? Oh, there it is. And you can even do a test if you'd like. You can just enter in your information there. You can do flashcards, which we are doing right now. Yeah, lots of different ways you can do learn. There's different ways to learn. So just add your Google here or your email, and that will enable you to get those extra vocabulary before you read um, the short story, because there are new words in this short story. I'm sure a lot of the new words are animals that are not alive anymore. They're extinct. So the title is called The King of Beasts. Always when you read, ask yourself, King of Beasts, what do I think this is going to be about? I know what kings are. I know what beasts are. The King of Beasts. Well, what's the King of Beasts? Huh. I don't know. Maybe make a guess what you think the king of beasts is, the king of the animals. What's the strongest animal that you can think of? And that's what this story is going to be about. This is the author. You're going to start off reading this. The biologist was showing the famous visitor through the zoo and the laboratory. Okay, we know who's in the story. We got a biologist and we got a famous visitor. Where are they? They're in the zoo and laboratory. Zoo and laboratory. And the biologist is showing the famous visitor the zoo. Our budget. So, and then we see these quotes. That means that the biologist is saying our budget. He said, it's too limited to recreate all known extincts. Recreate all known. Wait a minute. Recreate them. So we bring to life only the higher animals, the beautiful ones that were wantonly exterminated. And wantonly is one of those new words. That means like just without thought. I'm trying, as it were, to make up for the brutality and stupidity. You might say that man struck life in the face every time he wiped out a branch of the animal kingdom. End of quotation. So the biologist is showing the visitor through the zoo and laboratory and talking to him about extinction and recreating these animals. You're going to read the whole thing. It goes down to here. Then there's some questions. There's 5 questions for that story. Okay. What was the cause of the extinction of a great many animals? Go back to the story and find that answer. When is the story taking place? You are going to make an inference. Actually, all these questions are inferences. All these are inferences. So I can't tell you the answer. You are going to guess based on the story. When is the story taking place? Is it now? Is it in the past? Is it in the future? Is it another dimension? You tell me. According to the biologist, what is more dangerous, tigers or humans? You get to make the inference. Why is the biologist only allowed to grow one of the octopus? You got to make the inference. Why do you think, based on the story? Are the characters in the story human? What? They got to be human. What are you talking about? Well, you get to guess based on the story. What do you think? Then you're going to watch this video called What is the Anthropocene? It's going to open up and it's going to be a little bit tricky, but you just got to click on here. So just scroll down and there it is. After the ad, okay, you can watch that video. It's going to go quick. Remember, you can watch this over and over and over again. If you didn't get it the first time, I always need to watch or read things more than once. That's actually a strategy for comprehension. Then you're going to summarize the video in 3 to 5 sentences. So that's it, just 3 to 5 sentences. What happened in the video? What was it about? What'd you learn? Then you're going to answer this question in a short answer about what are the solutions for the major problems that we face. You may need to research further, cite your research from quality sources. Okay, so it says human actions show and the future result of these actions. From the story, from the video, what are 3 solutions for the major problems we face? They could be any problems that you think that humans face. If you need to research, what I would recommend doing, like for me, to me the biggest problem right now is climate change, and I'm going to type in CBC. Why did I type in CBC? Because I know that CBC is true. Okay, so you can do a little bit of research. Let's see here. Climate upheaval, what do we need to do? We need to make big changes, and we need to do it right now. So, transformative, the politicians, policymakers, and all levels must act in line with the best research. Market solutions do not work, so we have to stop relying on market solutions. What are market solutions? That just letting people buy stuff because they and let the buying public make the policy changes. No, what are people going to do? They're going to buy the cheapest thing, and the cheapest thing is usually not the best thing. Sometimes it is actually. Wind and solar power is actually the cheapest, but they're still making other sources of energy. What else do we need to do? We need to incentivize zero emissions. Okay, that means we need to stop using using cars that burn oil and plastic. Plastic is made from oil. We need different strategies. Blah, blah, blah. You can also type in climate change solutions. Climate change solutions, a new book. Here we go. You could listen to this. Make sure you tell me that where you got this from, even if it's time to change debate. I'm going to type in this one, climate change solutions. What do I get? This is from UN, United Nations. The United Nations is always the best information. This is great. Lots of actions here. Climate action, science solutions, renewable energy, lots and lots of, reaching net zero, shift to renewable, lots of information. That one's not as user-friendly as I hoped it would be. But yeah, so you probably have a lot of solutions in your mind right now. So I'm going to let you kind of write about those. You could write it in 1 paragraph with 3 solutions, or you could write it in 3 paragraphs with 3 solutions. It's really up to you. Maybe what I'll do is I will just start that last question, the answer for that last question, just to show you how I would do it. So let's do lesson 9, right? Make sure you do your name, my name, blah, blah. So for the last question, there are many problems facing humanity. The biggest problem is blah, blah, blah. The 3 best solutions for blah, blah, blah are, and then it can be solution 1, solution 2, and solution 3. first we need to blah, blah, blah. That's solution 1. For example, this is what we can do. As you can see, if we do this, then this will happen. You know what I mean? And then you just do that 3 times. I hope that was helpful to you, and I look forward to reading your responses. And if you have any more questions, please let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.